Hey friends, it's cake time again. We're gonna be doing strawberry and matcha today, so stay tuned. Matcha is just essentially green tea leaves ground down into a powder. It's a little bit bitter, but it's packed full of an earthy flavor and antioxidants. So technically, when you add it to baked goods, it makes them healthy. Not really, because there's still sugar and fat, so. But anyways, let's get started making this matcha and strawberry cake. Hi friends, time for another recipe. I hope you're excited for this one because I'm excited to share it with you. This cake literally is so good. So good. So good. I made it and it was even better the next day because the flavors all melded together, the matcha and the strawberry. Oh man, they're pronounced yet not overpowering, and just try it. But let's get started. So first things first, you want to get your dry ingredients into your bowl. I get those whisked together, just use a whisk, that's the easiest. And then I got my coconut oil into a small saucepan and onto the stove on low heat. Low heat is totally fine. Just want to get it melted, but you also don't want it to be super hot because it's just not necessary. Then you can add in the coconut oil. Then you can add in the coconut oil. And the purpose of this is just to make sure that it is well dispersed throughout our cake batter without it re-solidifying. So do that, whisk it in. It's gonna coat all your dry ingredients. If you need to switch over to a spatula, go ahead. And then we're gonna get the rest of our ingredients in and just mix it all together. So I went ahead and used 7-inch pans for this cake, and I prepared them with some shortening, parchment paper, and more shortening, set those aside, and also preheated my oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. You're going to notice that the coconut oil, the longer it's in there with the other ingredients, it's going to start to firm up a little bit. That is okay. Get it into the oven, bake it for about 35 to 40 minutes. Now you can use 8 or 9-inch pans. They're just going to be thinner cakes. You might want to scale up your recipe, maybe a 1.5 batch for a 9-inch cake or something like that. But moving on, get those baked. While those are baking in the oven, we can go ahead and get our frosting ready. Now this is just a variation on my vegan vanilla frosting. So it's gonna be powdered sugar, shortening, beat them together. I added a little bit more milk to this one because I wanted the frosting to be super light and creamy. So I added some more plant-based milk in there and then strawberry jam. Oh yeah. We're just gonna make this entire thing so easy because, well, I mean, you can make your own strawberry jam or strawberry filling, just boil it down. It's just an extra step, and I happen to have some strawberry organic jam in the fridge. So if you have that, then, use that up. Anyways, that's gonna go in. Mix it in with the frosting, and you're gonna get a really subtly flavored vanilla / strawberry frosting. I did put some vanilla bean paste in there as well. What I like about that is it actually enhances the flavor of the strawberry. And I did mention earlier that if you let this sit for a day, then it just amplifies that strawberry flavor a little bit more. And it is, oh my goodness, delicious. Okay, moving on. So you want to let your cakes cool completely, and once they are completely cool, you want to take off the tops. Now these layers come out pretty flat, which I really love this recipe for that. So simple, and it works out really well. So you want to take the crowns off. You want to take off the very very bottom, and then cut them in half. I don't really worry about the outside edges too much. If you want to take those off, go ahead. It just makes your cake a little bit smaller. So totally up to you. Then you want to round up your other ingredients. So I am using the strawberry jam. I'm using the strawberry vanilla frosting. And then I also had these matcha white chocolate vegan chocolate bars. Now, if you don't have these, you know, use something that you think will complement it. If you can find like a vegan white chocolate bar or something. I just happen to have a ton of these matcha bars. I have no idea what to do with them. I don't even know why I bought them. They were literally such an impulse buy. But yeah, I think they're like Kroger brand maybe. But I just shaved them down with a vegetable peeler. That's what I'm going to be using for the sides of my cake, and then some fresh strawberries for the adornment. So that is up to you, but I think it looks super special. That contrast of the red and the green. Oh, it's so pretty. It is so pretty. Okay, so anyways, we're going to build the cake. So we're doing cake and then frosting, and then I took some of the frosting kind of out of the center a little bit and put some of that raspberry jam in there. Oh yeah, that's so good. I didn't want to do straight up raspberry jam because like raspberry compote, straight fruit fillings tend to be really sweet and overpowering. So I just wanted to cut it with the frosting and kind of make it like a hybrid layer in there. So I'm gonna layer up the whole cake like that, and then do a nice crumb coat with the vanilla frosting. I popped mine into the freezer for like 20 minutes, and then I pulled it back out, gave it another coat, keeping it really thin on the sides because we are going to cover those with the vegan chocolate. So I don't want thick frosting that could slide off from the weight of the chocolate. So just keep that in mind, but it's gonna be a little bit thicker on top, and I gave it a nice little swirl pattern. I don't know, I just like that swirl pattern. It's kind of my jam. Okay, so I did all of that, and then because the cake itself is cold, you want to work pretty quickly and get that chocolate onto the sides of the cake before the frosting starts to really set up. So I got my sides coated, and then I just used a piping tip and a piping bag, put some nice little rosettes on top, and put a cut strawberry right on top of each of those rosettes. And you guys, this came out so pretty, and I'm so excited about it. And I really, really hope you try this cake because I love it so much. And it came out exactly how I imagined it in my mind. And if you are a baker, then you know when you picture things in your head and then you make them and they come out exactly how you pictured them, it's like the best feeling ever. So yeah. So what do you think? Pretty awesome, right? Yeah. Anyways, thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you try out this cake, and if you do, please let me know down in the comments, or you can always find me on Instagram at sweetlifeof_Amy and post photos there, tag me. I would love to see how it went for you. Links to the recipe and some of the tools that I used in the video are also down in the description. You can find all kinds of good resources down there. Perfect, great to help you baking. I also have master classes. I could go on, but you know what? Let's just try this cake. Oh, but before we try it, do hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And check out some other videos too. Yeah. Okay, let's try it. Are you ready for a bite? Here, I'm gonna feed you. Just go ahead, take a bite right there. Did you like it? Was it good? Okay, my turn. Hang on. Oh yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff.